Hey everybody, trying to find my iPod. Here we go. Come on in. I got a visitor. Take the stuff off of that and I got a visitor. We have decided Justin's been in quarantine long enough and we are unquarantined. Let's use our water bottle for a...
Hello, everybody. How is everybody today? Healthy and sane inside your homes and getting a lot of work done and cleaning up stuff and getting those windows clean. And if you got any outside furniture, it's a great time to clean that off. It's springtime in most places in the United States of America.
You need to raise that seat up because you're kind of on the ground. There we go.
And we've got a lot of pollen floating around out there, so we can use a lot of different things to clean that off. But our purple rags, our silver rags, even our mini pink rags are great for cleaning off tables, chairs, any type of outdoor furniture that you might have, and enjoy some sunshine out there.
Scrubbers. They're good for cleaning off furniture too. We just got a great testimony. I'm going to send it out in a little bit. But it was a lady who bought our feather duster. And she'd been a flybaby for a long time. And she bought the feather duster and she stood it up by the door. I'll send a link out. Liz, if you've got the link in Slack, you can put the link in here for everybody to see it. But it was just the most amazing testimonial. She bought the feather duster because of my consistency. She gets all my emails. She does everything. And that's why she needed a new feather duster. And she wanted it. You can't see it in the light there. There you go. You might. Anyway, I've got my tea. Justin doesn't have a cup. And, sorry, son.
That's okay. That's okay.
You run and get you a cup right quick. Or I can give you this one. Yeah, we got tea. There you go. I'll drink out of the bottle. We got another bag of the good stuff here. I'm getting low. Just so you know.
There we go.
So our wise women's tea, and we are happy. And I have ooh, that's hot. Anyway. So it's tea time, and we've decided that we're going to be unquarantined. Quarantine release. He came and had lunch with me today. Or he had our leftovers.
Right.
Baked beans. Robert made that date loaf yesterday. Date bread. And it was date raisin bread. It's really good.
It is really good.
And he brought me sourdough starter. So I have 2 things of sourdough starter. One for Leanne and one for me. And we'll be playing with that over the next few days. And
making lots of things, lots of baked goods.
He's had sourdough pancakes and sourdough cinnamon rolls.
Last night we had sourdough pizza crust and made homemade pizzas again. This is probably our 5th or 6th time to make homemade pizzas. I'm not saying I'm getting tired of it, but we have had a lot of pizza at my house since we got started.
Well, it gets the kids involved. They get to make their own pizza dough, and it's fun.
Yes, indeed. And
it's Friday night, so I feel like we've been set free, too. I'm excited. I am excited.
We still need to be careful. There's a lot of people that get this virus, and they have very adverse, reaction to it. And there's a lot of people, like a friend of mine from Tennessee who's a pastor, and he had very, very mild symptoms. He had a headache and a sore throat, and that was about it. And he was quarantined for like 20 days, I believe, almost. And then he was all fine. So,
well, he had been in Europe. He was stuck in Europe. He was stuck in Greece, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
he had been over there looking at helping some missionaries, and Justin's been on mission trips. It could have been you in Peru instead of those 300 kids in Peru on mission trip. So people were stuck. My sister-in-law was stuck in Spain. So it's been rough. It's been rough on all of us.
But that's okay, though. We've got a lot to be thankful for. We can always focus on a disease or something bad going on, or a hurricane coming in and wiping out a section of coastline, or your favorite places that you like to go on vacation. But we got to think about the positive things. The ones that have not gotten sick and that were healthy. It's about being with your families. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about taking care of your home. And that's what we at Fly Lady try to empower you to do, is to get your homes and lives organized by decluttering, by zone cleaning, by building routines. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to help. And
we Sister Patty got her power back on today. She's been without power all week long because...
Bring your microphone.
Here.
Okay, there it is.
There we go. Sister Patty had a tornado half a mile from her house this past Sunday, and a lot of people were hurt and devastated in Chattanooga and Mississippi and all around. How many tornadoes was it? About 100?
I think there was about 35 or 40 in that one 48-hour period.
It was awful. Tough. So I'm just happy to be here, and I had warned Patty on Sunday that there was some bad weather coming, and so she was prepared. They knew where to go. They have a room within a room, which is their laundry room, and she had a safe place, and sometimes that's the only thing left standing because the windows get blown out and all kinds of good stuff. We have a basement, but Patty doesn't have a basement, and it was real close to their house, So I'm just thankful.
There's nothing worse than having your home ripped apart during this time of self-isolation. I can't imagine. I've got some friends of mine that had their house destroyed about a week and a half ago in Arkansas. In Jonesboro, Arkansas. And they made it through it just fine, but their house didn't. Most of the main level of the house was still there, but the roof was totally gone, so they instantly just got a big sunroof out of it. But they kind of laughed about it to a certain degree, but they were homeless if it wasn't for some of the local hotels that were still open and stuff like that. But they've had a lot of friends that come by, but it's kind of weird. If you go through something really bad right now that's not this virus, you're not going to get as much support and people coming over and helping out and bringing you a potluck dinner like we do here in the South. People will bring over a covered dish when a family member dies, or that's not going to happen. And it's really, really tough if you go through something bad. If you know somebody that's going through tough times like that, give them some extra prayers. Ask what you can do to help them, because they might not want as much help as you think they do in these certain times. And I've also got a friend of mine. I found out last night his mother she just had a stroke. And they put her in the hospital, and they can't go see her. And she has some dementia already, and they're just heartbroken that they can't be next to their family member. And it's really a tough situation. But just need to pray and be thankful for what we do have, and drink up, grab your tea.
Yep. Grab your tea.
It's what there's a lot of anxiety out there, and for most of us that'll probably never get this, or we might not get it for a while to come. Let's just try not to be so anxious about things we can't control. The things that we can control are a lot of the things that we can't control are inside these walls. They're our homes. They're getting food on the table. They're showing love and kindness and not watching so much news. If you have if you don't limit yourself, you probably should. A lot of things can get just kind of pumped into your head and can make you frustrated, angry, and you shouldn't be like, that's not helping anybody. It's not helping you out. It's not helping me out. And it's definitely not helping your family out. just do your best that you can, but we're here to help.
Well, tell them about the status, how they have helped us when it comes to keeping the sales and not having to lay people off. And
yeah, we're truly appreciative of all the Flybabies and all of our supporters and our subscribers and all the people that like us on Facebook and watch Mom's Facebook Lives, of how we do our best to help you guys out, but you guys help us out a tremendous amount by buying our products. And we've always prided ourselves in giving you quality products that can help make your life easier as you tackle your homes, as you bless your homes, as you scrub them down, as you polish them up. And we're just very, very appreciative of your support, of buying our products, buying our purple rags, buying our mops, buying our brooms, buying our beautiful feather duster that's right here. All of those things, buying our tea. If you have the ability to do that during these tough times, we really appreciate it. And the Fly Lady family and all of our employees appreciates it. And we love you guys, and we hope that you will continue to support us on Facebook. And if you get our emails, our Instagram, or wherever you find us, if you do that, we love y'all.
Drink up, folks. Here's to coming back to normal. That's what I'm ready for. I got a hug a while ago. I hadn't had a hug in a long time, so
quarantine hug.
it was pretty good.
So let's try to stay positive. Now we're coming into the weekend here, and to some people, every day may seem like the weekend. And I know that can be tough, where you wake up and you don't really remember what day it is. And that's one of the great things about having routines. Routines can help you stay on that day of the week that you know it is. And trying to, it keeps some sort of normalcy in your life by having these routines.
I woke up this morning, and as I'm laying in bed, I got a dog that's trying to push me out of bed, and the cat's over by Robert. And I just laid there, and I said, okay, what day is it? It's Friday! It's the weekend! So, knowing and Robert keeps, because he's been retired 11 years, y'all. We've been home together 24/7 for the last 11 years, and he has a routine for his breakfast. So on certain days, today was Friday, he has granola. Yesterday he had an egg on toast. And he has these certain things that he has for breakfast. On Sunday he gets something special. He gets jam on toast. He knows every day what he's going to have for breakfast. And he has a certain teacup for that day, coffee cup for that day. So it's kind of cool that that's how he knows what day of the week it is. Because one day runs into the next when you're retired, and we're home every day, and it's just been. I work 2 days ahead, so sometimes I don't even know what day it is, and I have to kind of look at the calendar and check, because I'm staying 2 days ahead on most things. But y'all have kept things real for us, and I think we've done the same thing for you, and keeping your routines going and keeping things normal for your family, cooking dinner. I mean, they may not be used to having dinner at the table every single day.
I know my family, we were, like a lot of families in America or probably elsewhere, we ran very hard and tough all week long with sports activities, Boy Scouts, you name it. We had something every night of the week just about, except for one night that we were at home during the 5-day period. And it's tough. I mean, we were getting burned out. And when this happened, it was just like, it's a shock to the system. But we have truly enjoyed our family times and our family meal that we're having every night. We're having a family meal. And sometimes they're not as fancy as others. It depends on if I'm cooking. When I'm cooking, there's a perfectionist part of me that likes to make the table nice and neat and set and I want everything happen in an orderly fashion. I'm kind of an orderly fashion kind of fella. And when things get out of order, sometimes I get a little frustrated and I have to catch myself with these perfectionist things that I have.
You come from a long line of perfectionists.
Deep down in me. But that's just how I am. And sometimes I like to go a little overboard on some of the little extra things. But sometimes I'm just like, hey, we're having quesadillas for dinner or something like that. And it's like, what's the side item? I'm like, chips and salsa. So there you go.
Well, there's my
I hope you're having something fun tonight since it's Friday night. A lot of people may be skipping the tea and going straight to happy hour. But be careful about that, everybody, because there's a lot of people that have probably been drinking too much during this quarantine.
Hey, they'll open up the liquor stores, but they won't open up the churches.
No, quarantine is not over in North Carolina. We're just, I guess today is a bartering day. Mom had some olive oil that I needed and a couple bottles of wine, and I had bread starter. And we made an exchange, and
then he was hungry,
and I was hungry, and I came in and I broke the rules, and there you go.
Hey, but Robert and I had already talked about it. We decided that he had been in quarantine. Melanie had come up from Memphis, and she's been here over a month now, and so they're kind of. And Melanie is a dental hygienist, so she is used to wearing gloves and a mask all the time, and she knows how to be safe. And so it's just been she and Justin going out into the world to get groceries. So we felt pretty good that he was safe and that we were safe because we really haven't been out much. And we're good. So we're going to ease back into this. And
another thing that everybody needs to be thinking about, it's springtime. And if you haven't serviced your lawnmower and you don't know how to do that, you should shoot us an email. I can send some stuff out about that, but there's a lot of places like small engine repair places that where you normally get your lawnmower serviced. They're probably not operating, but just check the oil, put some gas in it. If you got the ability to take the blades off and sharpen them, that would be good. But
you don't have to do it right now.
There's a lot of maintenance stuff that probably needs to go on around your house and with some of your outside indentured servants. That help families out a lot, like trimmers, mowers, things like that. So
we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it all done, and being out in the yard, that's a safe place to be. It really is. And Roberts stays busy every single day. He has chopped wood today. He's brought wood up to the house. We've had a little fire going, and he split wood, and he's walked down to the mailbox a couple of times, and the dog's gone with him. It's just, they're outside, and I've got a bunch of seeds to start planting, and we'll have some fun.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go home and do a project myself. My daughter has she's been on Pinterest a little too much, I believe. And
that's what 14-year-olds do.
She has come up with a project to build a pallet bed frame, a pallet bed platform, and we have some pallets at the office, so I brought those home, or I'm in the process of bringing those home, and it looks like I'll have a project to do in the next few days. So
you take some video.
Yeah, I'll be sure to do a video and some different things like that as the project goes along, but I don't have all the details yet. They're just probably telling me to put it together and screw it together and nail it or something. So
never a dull moment at his house. Emily's making bread. Emily and Melanie, her sister, are making bread like crazy. They're going to make pretzels today.
Yeah, they made sourdough cinnamon rolls. I believe it was yesterday morning. It was apparently they were really good. I didn't get to have hardly any of them. So,
so we've all been making bread. It's a staff of life. It's kind of fun to make bread. I've made hamburger buns, and Robert baked this date bread. So getting in the kitchen Monday, I was upset because I couldn't cook. I didn't have an oven. So if you get a new gas grill, I want your old one.
You don't want my old one. It's really rusty, and I've had to replace the guts in it a lot of times. And if I moved it, it would probably fall apart. So it's like 15 years old. You don't want my old one. So anyway. Weekends are a great time to grill out. I know people that live in the upper Midwest or the Great Lakes states. They're dealing with a little snow today, and that's kind of fun for mid to late April.
He's my resident weatherman.
So I saw where it was snowing from all the way over from Minnesota all the way through the upstate of New York. So that's build a snowman in April. That hardly ever happens here in the South, but enjoy it. And if you can get out there and grill, if it's snowing, I've done that before. I've grilled a lot in the snow, but do it. It's fun to get out there and do some cooking. So,
and he has cooked bread on his grill. What else did you cook on there?
Pizzas. We had pizzas on there.
Pizzas on the grill.
So, last weekend we had a big fish fry, so that was good.
Yeah,
fish fry on Good Friday. So
you gonna have fish tonight too?
Yeah, we're having fish fry again tonight, or not fish fry. They won't let me have a fry very often. I'd rather have the fish fry, but no, I think we're baking the fish.
Did you see that?
Hey, from Alaska, how's it going up there?
I don't have the sourdough cinnamon roll recipe. You'll have to get it from Emily. Okay. But I found the recipe for Granddaddy's hush puppies.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It was 1 part self-rising cornmeal, and it had some flour in it too. The recipe I sent you that I found, and it had grated onions.
Mm-hmm. He liked to put a little onions in his.
Yeah.
I don't go to that much trouble. I usually use dried minced onions or whatever.
Oh, okay. So, well, they're kind of grated.
Yeah, and when they get wet, they do kind of expand back out or whatever. So, but anyway, everybody have a great weekend. I know people go through different moods of frustration and enjoying during this time of being with your families and stuff, but try to when in doubt, try to always put on a positive outlook for your family, to be enjoyable around. Nobody wants a Debbie Downer all the time. Nobody wants an Eeyore around all the time. You can have permission to be an Eeyore every now and then, but don't do that.
You just feel the sadness, and then you give yourself 15 minutes, and then you go on to what's next.
Mm-hmm. And I highly recommend, if you can get away from any of your family for a moment or two, sometimes that can do your mental well-being good, just by either prayer time by yourself, a meditation. That's always great as well. So,
what do you plan on doing tomorrow, you and Ethan?
Plan on going fishing tomorrow if the weather holds out. So I can. That has not been banned in our state yet. So hopefully it won't get banned today. So we're going to go out and we're going to paddle around in the canoes and hopefully catch a fish or two, and that would be kind of fun. And hopefully get out in Mother Nature. The place where we're going is very, very secluded. So that's so we can still social distance and hopefully catch a fish.
And have something to eat, because they eat the fish they catch.
If they're big enough. So anyway, here's the tea time.
Tea time.
Everybody have a great weekend.
Love you all. See you tomorrow morning. Bye.